So I maybe done some damage to the bank account, but got some really fun books to show you guys. That bookshelf behind me, I've had it for like 2-3 months at most, and ever since I got it, I've just wanted to buy books constantly because I can now display them. So yeah, we're doing a little book haul today. So hi everyone, welcome back to my book channel. I usually do book hauls over on my ASMR channel, but I figured it needs to transition over onto my book channel now. So I am so excited for this video. Over the past like 2 months, I had stopped buying physical books or even ebooks. I just mainly read whatever's on Kindle Unlimited, but ever since I got this bookshelf behind me, it's actually tiny as well, I've just non-stop been looking at books and wanting to put books, pretty books that I can display on this because I can actually like look at them now. So yeah, that's where this damage comes in. I think I have 11 books to show you guys today. So I am absolutely buzzing. So many good books in my opinion that I am super excited to read in here. So yeah, I'm gonna go through in order with how I got them. So I think that means we are starting with Binding 13. Well, this is the Boys of Tommen series by Chloe Walsh. Now, I have saw this series everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and I've heard really, really good things about it. So I was immediately drawn in. I was not expecting these to be so thick, I'm not gonna lie. I actually got this series, so I got the full series secondhand, and I am just so excited to start reading this. I have been kind of putting off starting it because I want to do a reading vlog of me starting this series. Probably I'll try and do a reading vlog of the like Binding 13 and Keeping 13. I'll maybe put those together. I don't know how long that'll take though because they're quite chunky books. For like a sports romance, I was not expecting them to be so big. Oh my god, did I see that right? Almost 800 pages. That's insane. I don't think I've ever read a sports romance that's that long. And there's 2 books. That's kind of crazy. Considering how popular this series is, I have managed to stay away from spoilers, and I'm so excited about that because I literally am going in blind. Like I didn't even really read the blurb. I know that this one is about rugby and it's Irish. I didn't know that, which I love. And I love that they've got the how to pronounce all the names. I actually was quite proud of myself that I know how to pronounce most of these. I have Irish family, so I have a little bit of a head start there. But I'm really, really excited now that I know that. I thought it was just rugby. I didn't realise it was in Ireland, and that's a new kind of layer to it. So yeah, I've not really looked into this. I just know it's about Johnny Kavanagh and Shannon Lynch in this one. I don't have a clue who the other books are about. I assume it's all people on the same team maybe, and this is all their numbers. I don't know if the series is still ongoing. I'm not wanting to look up anything in case I do come across spoilers, so I'm just keeping myself out of that. But I'm so excited to read these because I've heard so many good things, and I've heard that this is like people's cry your eyes out series. So I'm a bit scared, but I also kind of love that. That is definitely my vibe. So I need to start this soon. I need to start it soon. So despite not knowing much about the series, I did go ahead and just purchase the whole series in one. I feel like this is something that probably will be up my lane. I follow a lot of book talk creators that really like the same books as me and rave about this series, so I feel like it's not going to be a mistake. If not, I can just sell them, but hopefully it's good. I am really, really excited. And I really, really love a long series where it's all interlinked. Love that. I don't know how much overlap there will be in like books 3 to 5. I don't know. I hope a decent amount with the characters in here too. But yeah, I just can't wait to get my claws into this. I wonder why this one is so short. Maybe this is the final one. I don't know. As I said, I don't know if this series is complete, so let me know if it is or not. But yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing to get into this series, even more so now that I actually sort of know a little bit of what it's about. So I think this is maybe, out of the book haul, the books that I am most excited to read, purely because it's a long series and I love getting attached to characters and then having my heart ripped out when sad things happen or it ends. So, you know, it's definitely up my street, so I am so excited. I need to find the time to do a reading vlog so that I can actually start reading it. So I got those secondhand, and then I came across this book in a little, I don't actually know what they're called, like a little book nook. You know, those little things on the street where people put in used books and swap out used books, etc. I found this and it sounded perfect. It's in such good condition. It's unread. It is called Chaos and Flame by Tessa Grattan and Justina Ireland, and I read the blurb and I was like, I can't help myself. This sounds perfect. So the blurb reads: can deadly assassin Darling Seabreak and calculating war general Talon Goldhoard, two fierce enemies who couldn't hate each other more, put aside the blood-soaked history of their houses and learn to tolerate, even trust one another? Now, that is a bit of a jarring blurb, I will say that, but this is a YA romantasy, I believe, and I'm absolutely gobsmacked that I found this in one of the book nooks, just out there in the wild. Like, I fully was not expecting to find something so up my street. Really, really cool. Also had this inside, which kind of makes me think that it was part of like maybe PR, you know, someone's maybe put that in there. Because it said press release. Yeah, it had this little press release thing in there. So I don't know if a bookshop has maybe put that in there, but it did come out in March 2023. So yeah, I don't know what's happened, unless someone got it and had those things from 2023 and just didn't read it and had put it in the book nook. I don't know, but anyway, it fell into my lap and I am so excited to read this. It's super short. It's like 300 pages. Dual point of view. So yeah, I've never heard anyone talk about this. Really pretty book as well. And it also has another book, Chaos and Flame. I don't know if it's a duet or if there will be more books, but nonetheless, very excited to read this. It's also like really nice. Like, someone maybe could have read this actually, but it does feel like it's never been read. But it's a very nice spine on the book. It's going to be an enjoyable way to read, you know. The spine is going to remain nice and intact. So yeah, I am super excited about this one because it's a bit of like a mystery, just kind of unusual. So even though I've been going a bit crazy trying to fill that bookshelf to the brim, I have been trying to be reasonable and thrift as many of my books as possible. So I managed to get this Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. I was recommended this book. I'm so excited to read this book, and I bought it secondhand. It is the Waterstones exclusive limited edition hardback. It is such a nice copy. Look at this. Wow. So nice. It's in really good condition. I got it for £2. £2. It is quite yellowed on the pages, but sprayed edges, albeit pretty yellowed sprayed edges, but still pretty cool, and it's still in great condition to read, so I'm pretty happy about getting this for £2, to be honest. And I've heard that this is a really, really good book. It's probably going to make me cry, so yeah, I'm super excited to read this. And I just love getting a bargain on a book, especially a hardback with sprayed edges. That is usually like 20 quid, so £2, albeit in a little bit worse nick than, you know, I would prefer. But this is about women in the 1960s, so yes, I'm very excited to read this. So after I splurged and got these, I had my birthday last week, so obviously I had to get myself some books, but I also got gifted some books. I got these cloth-bound penguin classics. This is The Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer. I can't. I can't believe I finally own some of these. I have been staring at these in the shops for so long. They are so stunning, and they're just so nicely bound. And do you know, anything with this little ribbon bookmarker feels bougie, so yeah, I absolutely living the dream having these on my bookshelf. This, you know, this is why I got that bookshelf. Things like this. Yeah, I think this one's my favourite. I love the Odyssey one as well, but I think the colours on the Iliad are my favourite. So nice and so nice. And I'm so excited to read these. I read these when I was in uni, but I actually never really got to enjoy reading them. I done a classics course and I had never done classics before. They never offered it in my school, whereas a lot of students from England had done classics before. So I was kind of the odd man out in my course, and I had to pick up a lot of slack and read these for the first time and understand them for the first time in uni. Not a fun experience, wouldn't recommend that, but it kind of took the joy out of these, so I'm excited to read these with, you know, just fun in mind. And I think these translations will be different from the translations that I read in uni, so I'm super excited. I'm super excited to have these, and yeah, and just get the chance to read them in a more chilled, enjoyable environment as well, because, you know, I did enjoy them in uni, but obviously there's a lot more pressure when you're writing essays on them rather than just enjoying the books themselves. So great gift if you have people in your life that you know they like books, but you don't know necessarily what books to get them. I feel like anything Penguin Classics can't go wrong, especially these cloth bound. They are just unreal, and they feel so bougie. And I've already been looking to add more to this collection, so maybe it's not the best idea. It is going to hurt the bank in the end, but I love it. I love it. So even though I got gifted those, I had to take a little trip to Waterstones on my birthday. Spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours in Waterstones. Just that place is like heaven for a book lover, and there were so many nice editions, there were so many nice sprayed edges and Waterstone exclusives. I could have just stayed there all day, but had to make some decisions. So I ended up getting 2 books, which, considering there was like maybe 10 that I wanted to get, is pretty good, you know. I also saw the Powerless hardback series with the like, what I think it's Waterstone's exclusive hardback reversible covers. Oh, I would have been so tempted to buy them all if I didn't already have 2 books out of the series in paperback. I don't even think there was hardbacks when I started, like when I first bought Powerless. So yeah, I mean, it saved me a decent amount of money not buying into the hardbacks, but those editions are so nice. I'm so jealous if you have them. But the books I went with were The Crimson Moth. This is by Kristen Ciccarelli. Sorry if I've butchered that. This was on the buy one get one half price book stand, but you know, there wasn't actually anything else on that book stand that I wanted. There was 2 books, but they were paperbacks and I want the hardback editions of them, so I decided to just buy this on its own rather than buying another one for the sake of the sticker, you know. It drew me in, it did. This is actually really big writing, I didn't realise that, but really pretty inside. I absolutely love the cover on this one, so pretty, and I have saw people talking about this. I think this is a recent release and it's not on Kindle Unlimited, so that is what drew me to buy it. I'm really excited to read this. It is about a witch and a witch hunter, which I love. That's feeling very Throne of Glass, Manon, Dorian to me, so you know, this is, oh, it's hopefully going to be really good and fill that void that I'm currently feeling. So yeah, I am absolutely buzzing to read this. I love a good witchy fantasy book, and it does have romance, so what more can I ask for, to be honest? Ooh. It also, you know, I have a sucker for a little illustration in there, has this map with that, who I assume are the witch and witch hunter, which I love. Which I love. No pun for you. So yeah, I'm super excited to read this, and I mean, this cover is just stunning. It kind of matches my top. The colours are just everything, so very nice to go on the bookshelf as well. So that brings us to the last book. I also bought it in Waterstones on my birthday, and this was kind of my like big treat to myself. Oh guys, so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Got these blue sprayed edges to die for. Actually to die for. And let me show you under the dust rag. Trust no one. Absolutely unreal. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with the cover with this edition. This is Silver Elite by Danny Francis. I've heard everyone talking about this online, and I've managed to not have any spoilers, but I'm so excited to read this because I feel like it is becoming like the next kind of big hype in the fantasy romance world, so I'm really excited for it. Again, just something about a good map in there. I can't help myself. But these blue sprayed edges, oh, they're so bright and vibrant. This, you know, kind of gave me a taste of what my Lessons in Chemistry edition could have been, but it's fine. It's really fine. So on the back here it says, trust no one, lie to everyone, and whatever you do, don't fall for your greatest enemy. I mean, sure, it sounds perfect, to be honest. I'm just so in love with this book. It's so beautiful. I'm going to read the blurb for you guys. So, in the first book of sizzling dystopian romance series, psychic gifts are a death sentence and there are rules to survival. Trust no one. Wren Darlington has spent her whole life in hiding, honing her abilities and aiding the uprising in small ways. On the continent, being modified means certain death. And Wren is one of the most powerful mods in existence. When one careless mistake places her in the hands of an enemy and she's forced to join their most elite training program, she's finally handed the perfect opportunity to strike a devastating blow from the inside ranks. Lie to everyone. But training for Silverblock can be deadly, especially when you're harbouring dangerous secrets and living in close quarters with people who want you dead. And whatever you do, don't fall for your greatest enemy. As the stakes grow even higher, Wren must prove herself to Silverblock, but that's easier said than done when your commanding officer is the ruthless and infuriatingly irresistible Cross Redden. And as war rages between mods and those who aim to destroy them, Wren must decide how far she's willing to go to protect herself and how much of the continent is worth saving. Hooked. That sounds unbelievable to me. This just sounds perfectly up my street. I love a good training arc. I love enemies to lovers. I hope it's actually enemies to lovers. It does sound like it's got that, and it sounds really similar to a lot of the kind of tropes and the themes in books that I really, really love, and I feel like it has good potential to be up there on my current list. I've only read one 5-star book this year, or actually that's maybe 2 now. That's maybe 2, to be honest. I read The Losers Do It this month, and to be honest, absolute love those books. So yeah, it's maybe 2 now. But this, I feel like, just has great potential, and I hope it pays off. I really hope it pays off. But I couldn't help myself with this edition. I had a few different editions, and this one just kind of called my name. I think most of all because it is being raved about online. Everyone's talking about it, so I feel like I need to get in there before either I get spoiled or everyone turns on this and I no longer want to read it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's an insanely big book haul for me. I usually am really good with buying books, but ever since I finished Throne of Glass, I wasn't buying books at the same time as reading Throne of Glass because they were my physical books that I was reading. I was maybe reading something on my Kindle so that I was giving myself a break in between. And having finished that now, it's kind of just all went a bit downhill. But at the same time, it's amazing. I'm so buzzing to have all of these books. And so many books that I am desperate to read as well. So I think the next one I'm going to read out of these is definitely Binding 13. And probably start making my way through this series. So excited. I'm so excited. So hopefully we'll be able to take you guys along with me on that one. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this and maybe found some books that you want to get as well. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, able to buy more books again. I really was holding myself back, but I'm back in business, and I'm back doing what I love, spending my money on books. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, make sure to subscribe because I'm trying to be consistent starting up this channel. And yeah, if you want to see me reading these books, you should follow along. And if you liked the video, give it a like and leave a comment. But yeah, that is enough book rambles for me. If you want to see more of me and if you like ASMR, you should check out my ASMR channel. But other than that, I will see you guys hopefully in my next video. Bye guys!